Hi, this is Taylor with the Public Speaking Blog. Today I want to address the most feared aspect of public speaking, and that's the anxiety that comes with getting in front of a group of people and talking. Now, a common misconception about nerves and anxiety is that it's a bad thing, that famous people, like performers, actresses, musicians, don't experience for some reason. And they do. Here I have a quote from Beyonce. She says, "I think it's healthy for a person to be nervous. It means that you care, that you work hard and you want to give a great performance. You just have to channel that nervous energy into the show." So you have Beyonce here, who is an accomplished musician, accomplished performer, saying that she uses her anxiety to give her energy on the stage. Now there's a lot of science behind that, because when you get that anxiety and that nervous reaction, it's your body developing that flight response. The blood rushes to your feet and you're getting ready to run. Now, if you can channel that energy into your speech, you bring a new life into your speech that you wouldn't have had you not had those nerves or that anxiety. So that being said, what are a couple of tips that I do, or a couple of techniques that I use to kind of calm my nerves a little bit to a manageable level? Well, the first one I do is a physical exercise that you can do sitting down in your chair. You plant your feet firmly on the ground and push down with your feet, and then you grab the bottom of your chair and pull up. Then relax and rinse and repeat several times. Now what this does is it sends the blood to your muscles that you're using. So the blood's going to leave your feet and start to regulate more regularly throughout your body rather than just kind of sitting in your feet as part of your flight response. Another technique that I use is breathing. So when you have anxiety, your breath becomes short and quickened. Try to regulate that by breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth in a good tempo. And finally, as I'm approaching my stage, as I'm making my walk to where I'm going to establish my presence, I begin to think of the first thing that I'm going to say and how I'm going to say it. A problem that most people do is that they get to the front of their audience and then they begin to think about what their first line is that they've planned out. See, at that point, you're too late and you get nervous, you see people looking at you and you get flustered, and that only, what that does is that makes your anxiety even more of a problem. So as I'm walking up, I think about my first line, my introduction. And so when I get there and establish my presence, I know exactly what I'm going to say. And oftentimes, if you're well practiced enough, you can just go off of that. You don't even have to think after that point because you already got the hardest part of your speech out of the way. So those are a couple of tips on how to handle anxiety in front of a group of people when you're speaking. If you have any questions or comments, put them below or email me at thepublicspeakingblog@gmail.com.